Yeah, I always check with Raylene before we go live, just to make sure that the boss gives her blessing and green light. And I'm going to tell you boys something right now. Anytime that you see Raylene and the glasses are down, they have slid down to the tip of her nose, there is no fooling around. That's a serious. We're starting out the day on a serious note, and that's where the glasses are. Look at, they're almost.
That's very serious.
They're almost down.
They're
I
almost
do see
off.
that.
They're almost
I do
off
see
the
that.
nose.
It looks like deep thought. Ooh, I'm going
That
deep
is
thought.
true.
If you ever see that,
Concentration.
if they're back against close to the face, then you can get away with anything. But if they're down like that,
That's
whoo.
I don't think you should be giving away
good
your
to know.
secrets, though.
And if she looks at you over the glasses,
Oh, that's a universal look. That's how you know that somebody has children, when they give you that look, because they've used that to intimidate you.
I think Raylene's amazing, so I
Raylene
think that
is
you
amazing.
should just
at,
be nice to her.
at times, she's
It's the
intimidating.
engine that drives the car right
Ooh, it's
there.
coming.
It's the engine.
Oh!
Whoa! Look out!
And there you go.
She just fired the Nerf gun.
Let's be honest. You deserved it.
You're not a Tesla. You're not a self-driving car. You need that motor over there. So you better be careful.
This is true. So glad to see you guys.
Good to be here.
In
Thanks
the
for having
news,
us.
in the news today, we have another coronavirus outbreak that's being reported at the Northern State Correctional Facility in Newport. That's one of the trending stories this morning. We have another 4 Vermont residents that have unfortunately passed away from coronavirus. The state reported this yesterday. We now have a total of 553 Vermonters. Unbelievable. Let's see, what else do we have? We have a man guilty of embezzling from the school PTO in Hartford, Vermont. That's a trending story this morning. And a Pownell man accused of sexual assault who is out on bail. Another big one. Apparently was able to post the $100,000. And he is free from jail and running around somewhere in Rutland this morning. So, isn't that nice? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So you guys, you hold up your coffees here so we can show them on camera. And
Are they a sponsor? Are they a sponsor,
No,
sir?
they're not a sponsor, but it's, we're just trying to figure out where mine is, and I'm looking for it.
I'm thinking if you
I
work
don't
at
see it
Dunkin'
anywhere.
Donuts or know someone that works at Dunkin' Donuts
don't see
or
it anywhere.
you know the owner, you should sponsor the Aired Out podcast.
The Quadros family.
Yes,
Yes.
Locals.
good people,
They are
Guys.
good people.
and
should
they've
sponsor.
been driving the bus over at Dunkin' for like 1 billion years now.
Yep. The kids have taken over now.
We have a lot of people that are commenting already this morning. So
Uh-oh.
To Martin and Susan.
you guys are the two hooligans that make up the Berry Beat.
That is correct, sir.
That's correct. That's probably an accurate name as well, hooligan.
Who's the boss?
Yes.
Who's the
Me.
boss? You are.
Sure. I'll go.
Are you good with that, Rich?
That's fine.
You all right?
Because you know who gets all the who gets all the blame?
Who?
The boss.
Yes.
So that's
this
fine.
This is very true.
If he wants to accept that, that's fine.
Listen,
I
Berry.
was talking to Raylene last night.
Yeah.
And I told her that I am the Raylene of you guys.
Oh, wow, interesting.
I guess
And
that
that's
makes
my JD.
I guess you and I are. I'm you, and
You better step up your game.
Discuss why.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, well,
Ow. Neither one of them want to discuss why, I guess.
that hurt a little bit.
Jeez.
Boutin, if you're going to follow in Raylene's tracks, you better step up your game, brother. Sharpen the edge. I'm
Hey,
just saying.
you know what?
Ooh,
I
I'll
am
take that.
trying my best.
All right.
I'm trying my
We
best.
say your best isn't good enough.
Isn't that a
I
song?
can punch you, sir.
You guys, the hosts of Berry Beat, are crushing it. I mean, you guys are pulling in so many views. Everybody and their brother is talking about you. And I have to say, leading off this morning, on behalf of Raylene and I, we are so proud of you two guys and what you've done in a matter of really just a couple of weeks with the Berry Beat podcast.
Well, I think first and foremost, we need to thank both of you, because without your platform, Fly on the Wall Studios, Aired Out podcast, we wouldn't be able to get this message to anybody. So first and foremost, thank you, because it's allowed us to get our message out and get the Berry information out. So
Yeah.
Michael's going to share with everybody
a slide.
his slides. So there goes
Whoa.
there goes the
Is
viewers.
it coming?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All your viewers will now leave the show.
This is usually when we drop by 80%.
You see it?
Yes. What
Yes.
is that?
That is a scale of how we are increasing in our viewership. So we do want to say thank you to everybody. We went from
Holy crap.
well, our first show was 800 some odd people that was reached, and then nobody wanted to see us again.
We learned that slideshows are not anything that
Yes,
people like,
we-
especially about the budget.
Yes, we have learned that slideshows are bad, even though I still like my slides, and I will still put them up. I'm so sorry, folks. It is what it
Well,
is.
you got a little nerdy thing going, and come on.
Yeah,
let's
Michael.
be honest.
I'm not going to deny it.
No,
I'm not
don't
going to
deny it.
deny it.
Don't
I
even
like
try.
this. I like the slides. I think they're good visuals. But yes, they killed our show for about 3 weeks, and then we started going live. And I think it legitimately, I think it was the live thing that really.
So people would what you're saying is people would rather see really your face other than a slide. They
I
want
don't
to see
know
this.
about
this
what you're talking about, sir. But this right here
they
is
wanna
a
see
thing
that.
of beauty.
I think it's the beard, not the face.
Yeah, it is the beard. It has a life of its own.
I'd rather see the slide. I'm just saying.
Well,
respectfully.
You're not the majority of the population that loves the beard. The beard is amazing. We all know that the beard is amazing.
We also have found out that bringing guests on to discuss topics of interest has
Yes.
definitely spiked
Absolutely.
the viewership. That's been a big one.
Amen to that.
And with that, we have added on a Barrytown individual. Paul White is coming down every once in a while when things are when there's something that needs to come to people's attention.
Yes.
And we feel that
Chair of the select board,
Yes.
he
Yeah,
is.
correct.
Yes.
Barrytown.
Correct.
He's been on the podcast,
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah. He when he came down, I was like, "Do I need to tell you anything?" So no, I've been here before.
Oh, he was with Cody. He
Yeah.
was with Cody
Yeah.
Morrison.
And he came in, gave a little rundown on Monday night last week. It was the first time, and we're gonna have that segment every single week. Well, not every single week because it may not be needed, but
Yeah.
because
They do every 2 weeks.
the
The select board meets every 2 weeks in Barrytown.
okay. So he probably is not going to be there this week, which is going to be fine because Steve is coming to present the budget, and it's
Mackenzie.
Yes,
City
sorry,
manager.
Stephen McKenzie. I apologize.
And you guys had Michael Deering on.
We did. We had Michael Deering and Erica Reel on.
Yep.
Yes.
We had a great time.
Both candidates for Ward 3 City
Yes.
Council here in Barry City.
Yes.
I watched that show, and it seemed like there was a lot of respect. There was a lot of just
Of course.
yeah. We're all just come on. We're all
At the
sitting
end of
here.
the day,
yeah.
Erica and Michael, they live, well, I mean, for me walking, it would probably be an hour. But for a regular person walking, it's probably like 10, 15 minutes, right?
Right.
And to drive over there, it's like 2 minutes. Those are our neighbors. And
Sure.
I know that some people may think that just because of, where I stand politically in general, that, nationally, right. Well, and that's the thing, right? We talk, the perfect example that I think of is Renita Marshall and I. Nationally, we don't talk about politics. It's not, we just don't. And we've come to that we're just too different, but we focus on things that we can actually change in our lives. And that's city level stuff. And it's the reason why I don't want to go up to the next level. Besides, I think all of them that are in the next level are crooked. Oh, did I say that out loud?
I'll edit that out.
Scrub.
You have to give something up by going that high up.
Speaking of which,
Thank you, Raylene. I'm trying. I'm focusing on the mic here, not the OPS.
yes,
Which is the program that they use to stream.
I think there is a high regard for you guys in the fact that you're live now, and I think the first one or maybe two, you wanted to pre-tape it. You kind of testing the waters a little bit and seeing how you're doing. But Vermonters love how it is on the fly. They love live. They love stuff that's not edited. And if you say something that maybe you didn't mean to say, or it wasn't as articulate as you had initially hoped, you can backtrack on that and say, look, I know I said that live, but let me explain myself a little bit further. And both of you are setting a great example for that because you do it all the time.
Yeah. I will say that I can follow
live
up
means
with,
real, and
Yeah.
that's what
Well,
Deering
exactly.
what Deering is saying
And-
right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I'll say that it was a control issue for me to do. Of
course.
Straight up, I'm not going to lie.
No,
it was
I
a control
understand.
because I have a mouth, as you can tell. I'm doing all the talking, and I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I have a mouth, and I like to speak and present my, go forward with my opinions. But sometimes my mouth gets ahead of me, and I wanted to make sure that I edit it out. And those first nights was a good thing because I did say some things that I shouldn't have said.
Well,
So
and-
the cuts, the cut reel, you'll never see it.
Well, and we didn't have any experience doing a podcast
No.
or
Yeah.
being on the radio. So,
And you're not on the radio. You're
Well,
on,
right.
You've never had a
no
mic
broadcast
shoved in front of you.
experience
Correct.
to speak
Sure.
of. So we needed some practice to get ourselves ready for a live run. And
Yeah.
after a couple weeks, it was like, all right, let's do this.
And
Let's
you
really
guys,
hit the
you
ground
guys
running.
dove in head first into some waters that you weren't familiar with.
Absolutely.
You got lights, you got cameras, you got microphones, you got all this technical stuff going on. You got to have content. You got to be here once a week.
Yep.
And
we're
it's a
lucky.
lot.
Yeah, and we were lucky that we had some really knowledgeable people to help guide us through those first few shows.
Raylene, not JD.
Oh, thank you.
She walked away from the
She's
desk
not
and
even
didn't
here
even
to-
hear
Good.
that.
Good. She didn't hear that.
So you can take all the credit right now, right? Who's
But-
going to know?
But I mean, listen, when it comes down to it, isn't this absolutely amazing that we have this platform, we have this media, we have this opportunity to be right here on North Main Street, literally on North Main Street.
In the heart of our city.
Yes. We have people walking within feet of us right now. They can stop, look in the window anytime and see you two handsome gentlemen at any time. I mean, this is incredible. It's really unbelievable. We are so blessed to be here in the ASB Financial Studios, directly across from Nelson's, right next to Aaron's Furniture.
Tell me what other town in Vermont's got a podcast
Thank
broadcasting
you.
live in it.
Thank you.
Right in the heart of the downtown.
None.
Point me to one.
Yeah, I know. Like literally feet away from the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I know.
I can almost see City Hall from here.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So listen, we all know, as you guys well know, that the temperature right now, the political climate in downtown Vermont, notice I didn't say Barrie, Vermont, downtown Vermont, is red hot right now. I mean, it is everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, look at Montpelier. My God, it's
I
everywhere.
love looking at Montpelier streets. Especially when people complain about Barrie cities.
Yeah. Right. Well, listen.
Oh, my goodness,
things
everybody hates me from Montpelier.
things are hot right now everywhere, and Barrie is no exception. You guys are, I think you're doing an exceptional job trying to bridge the gap, find some commonality among all of us. I don't give a damn who you are, if you're the regular Joe or if you're another person who's running for a seat somewhere. Commonality between everybody to have let's all just shut up, calm down, take a deep breath. Just let's listen. We can post some comments. Let's be respectful to one another and just find some common ground and just listen to each other instead of just firing off your mouth. And you guys are doing that. You're sending this message more than anything else with your podcast.
And that was the point of the podcast was it's an unbiased broadcast.
Right.
Meant to bring information so that the public's aware.
Right.
We don't want to put our slants on it. It does happen from time to time. Our opinion will slip in on how we feel about things.
Sure.
And that's more of a political thing. But in terms of candidates and how we feel, it's open to everybody to come on and discuss where they're coming from, why they're running, who they are. And we know we enjoy letting people come on and voice their opinions.
I've given up the whole like keeping it neutral on that. Not with people. I mean, when people come in, you completely neutral, right?
Yeah.
You don't. That's not okay. But I mean, when we're just talking ourselves,
Yeah.
I will definitely give my opinion. We originally that's what the thought was, but I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but no, that's fine. I mean, giving our opinion on topics is okay, but we present the information in an open format.
Yes.
Correct.
That's-
And we take messages, people say things in the chat all the time.
Right.
People that we may or may not agree with. I mean,
Sure.
there's question. I mean, when on Monday night was a perfect example. Someone asked a question and then another question was asked, which we weren't going to ask. But, because it's not respectful, right? We're not going to, for example, if somebody came in last year that voted to not, if somebody came in that didn't vote to put up the flag on 9/11, right? That's not a question that if came in the chats, which it would come in the chats, I would not ask a candidate that question. If you don't know that question, that's your own issue and you should research that. But and that is a gut you question. And I don't believe I don't think that serves anybody anything by doing gut you questions.
Well, same with a personal or
right.
a dig, anything like that.
It's not
inappropriate questions aren't going to be asked.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll do a dig on Rich all the time, and I would,
And he will you.
exactly. And there's there's going to be people that we have on that we have a good relationship with, and we're going to give each other digs. I mean, Teddy, I think I did when he was in, and Teddy and I politically disagree, but we're good. Well, I mean, I would consider him a friend, so I don't know if the feeling's mutual, but I think I hope so. If you're listening, Teddy, I hope so.
I think you guys have a lot of guts. I was going to say nads, but I'll be more professional and say guts. That you guys are taking.
Too late now.
I know.
Instead of both.
to take this on, because here's the thing: everyone's got an opinion, and usually it's a strong opinion.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter what it's about: masks, vaccinations, the school board, the taxes, whatever. Everyone's got an opinion.
Yeah.
And the fact that you guys are attempting to just try to break things down, simple terms, and trying to regurgitate what's coming out of city council chambers, no disrespect, Michael, on a Tuesday night that is got this big fancy horseshit language that nobody can understand, and they hear yay woo.
Well,
and then you guys come in here and you break it down and you set it up. We need that.
And I appreciate that comment, because I've heard that before. And at the end of the day, when you look at Berry City, we're a city of 8,500 people. Half of them we're related to. The other half we know from working and from day-to-day life, right? So, for example, JD, I've never actually met you in person until April.
That's
right?
just true.
But I knew who you were. Why? Because you obviously were up at the WORK, which
Froggy.
I say whatever. It's
Froggy.
all the same. Froggy. I don't know who JD is. I'm so sorry.
That's the point.
I feel bad.
You're making your case as you tell the story.
Thank you, Rich.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a really sad bell. Can we
was.
try that again? There we go. There we go. Yeah, no, I mean, it's the connection that we have, and I will say that it does seem, to some, somebody coming from outside of Berry City, and they may think that there's like weird connections, but it's just because we've all known each other for years.
Right.
I mean, you can't live in a community of 8,500 people without knowing people. And right, exactly,
And
taking time to come in for downtown businesses, and And I say that, and I'm not going to lie. There are businesses that I don't shop very often. I don't shop because they don't cater to what I need. Sure. But I mean, Nelson's True Value I go to all the time. Yeah. For example, bookstore. Next book. I've been down. I get my historical books there. Yeah. I love Barry history books, and she's got a boatload of Barry history books, and for so now I'm going to go off on a tangent. So
just stab him, Rich.
I know.
Pull that string on the top.
Yeah, I know. You pull. So the deal is that you wind me up, and then you let me loose, and it can be a problem. But like
I'm sitting back.
Right. So yeah. Well, I mean, let's talk about next chapter bookstore, right? So she has books in there, and there's two books that I know she.
I don't know if you knew that.
How many?
Are you done, sir? Are you done?
Did you know Next Chapter Bookstore sold books, JD? Come on. I know. It's groundbreaking.
So there's two specific books that I'm talking about. Historical books, and their author is someone. I hope she's not out of stock of those now. But the author lives in Berry City, right? And it's because it's a historical book. And when we went to the Wheelock building, which is not, it's the Wheelock building.
Oh God, don't say Wheelock building on Aired Out. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Wheelock building. Wheelock building. Wheelock. Wait. What? Who said? No. There was a show. There was a show, and I can't think of the show now. Oh yeah, it was
going down another rabbit hole.
He stabbed. You know what?
It was Lion King, and it was Mufasa. Do you remember? Do you remember when Whoopi Goldberg, who is now in the national politics right now, having some issues, but she said as the hyena, Mufasa. Yeah. Mufasa. So anyway.
That's blooper reel right there.
That's your second tangent that you were on about the bookstore. And
the bookstore in Wheelock.
Can you finish that story before we move into another one?
We could.
Okay.
God.
So anyway, the point is that there's a local author, and you just should get historical. Well, there's quite a few, obviously. I mean, come on now, be nice. So I took that information that I got from that book No, this is all I've had, and I haven't even finished it. Which, thank you, Amber, for.
Yeah, thanks, Amber, for bringing me my coffee too.
She is
not. But anyway,
that was Rich's fault. Not
your point is
that you know people, and when you live in a community, you know them. I mean, I grew up with people. I see posts, and I'm like, oh yeah, I went to school with that person, and it's. Yeah, so
I think what you're trying to say is Barry's got a rich, deeply connected history.
Oh,
and
100%. We are.
So it's not quite the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. It's more like the 2 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, like I said, we're either half related to each other, or we've known each other growing up here. I mean, I've lived here for 40 years, so
sure.
40. No, it's not true. It's 30-something years, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, we just got a comment. Wheelock would be better with a charging station out front. What the hell's going on?
Oh, Josh Howard, it's time for you to go to bed. It's time for you to go to bed, Josh. Goodbye.
So
Goodbye.
Here we
Goodbye.
are. We've got a couple of weeks. The storm is brewing. March 1st is coming. We have a few weeks to go here. What's the goal of the Barry Beat?
So the goal of the Barry Beat is to get as many candidates on as possible and we're going out and changing our times, or when we broadcast, we're doing double shows if we need to during the week. We actually have scheduled school board members, which, because we've done all the council members, because I mean, except for Rich, because it's Rich is with me all the time. So, okay. But we weren't able to get other candidates, but we were able to get Tom on. We were able to get Michael Deering. We were able to get Erica Reel. Unfortunately, I'm on all the time, but I'm also uncontested. But and
maybe I should run against you.
Listen, just so you know, I did have Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
My very first election, which was a caucus meeting, Ted Nugent was one of the people that were nominated.
Stop it.
I'm not kidding. Not kidding. I beat Ted Nugent.
Straight up.
Straight up. He would have never been able to get it anyway just because he doesn't live in Barrie,
Or Vermont.
So are you looking for candidates on Barrie Beat? And look, we have time here. We have a couple of weeks. Are you looking for candidates that are driving down the double yellow in the middle of the road?
Absolutely. We're looking for any candidate.
Or left and
I
right.
mean,
Anybody that
so
wants to
it
come
doesn't
on.
matter. So for example, so we've got this Sunday. It was really great. Melissa messaged the Barrie City Community fan page. Melissa Bata. I didn't know how to pronounce her last name. I'm really glad that you said it because I wasn't sure. So she messaged the Barrie City Community fan page, reached out and said, "Hey, listen, I heard that you're doing candidates," and that's slothfulness on my behalf because I was going to do that this weekend and I just hadn't gotten around to it.
Okay.
But she proactively reached out to me, and I know that Terry did as well, and I just never. Yeah, Terry Real. Sorry. So for the record.
Yeah.
I don't remember names very well, and that's what he's for on the Barrie Beat. He remembers names like it's no tomorrow.
Yes.
I mean, you'll tell me your name, I'll forget it within like 5 minutes. And,
I'm the same way.
And it's not because of. It's just because I have a memory issue. I'll blame it on the epilepsy.
Luckily, Michael can remember where we are because it's on that giant banner right there in front of his face. So
Yes, that is true. I know that we're on the Aired Out podcast because of the giant banner.
Yes.
But anyway, so we have Melissa on and Terry Real. Beta?
Yep.
Beta. Okay. And Terry Real.
Bateau. Bateau, says Josh. B-A-T.
Bateau?
Phonetics, B-A-T-T-O-W.
I feel like I should message her and ask her phonetically how to, because now I don't know.
You're going to
No, I
learn real
feel
fast
bad.
that everything
Yeah.
in this business is phonetics. Nothing
So they're
matters
coming on
more.
school board,
Yep.
and that's an opportunity for the
right.
two of them to give their case of why they should run or be elected as a school board member.
Yeah.
And it's an opportunity that it's not aggressive. Like I'm not gonna get a question that first of all, the questions that I'm going to be sending them questions ahead of time. And that's just the starter questions. And then we'll take questions from Barrie City Community fan page, but it's going to be more of a conversation, not a debate. And
it's a pitch your case. Come on.
Yeah.
Say why people should vote for. Say who
Exactly.
you are.
Why
Why you're running. Why people should vote for you over your competition.
Exactly. And if it were city council stuff, I could be pulling stuff out of the packet, but because it's not city council, we're just going to have to go off questions that we
Receive from the public.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited about that. And then Monday night we have Sonia Spalding and William Toberg on. And plus we were going to have Steve McKenzie on giving, a rundown of the budget. And I don't know, I haven't heard from Paul whether or not he's coming in for anything, but since it's 2 weeks, probably not.
It's very informal. It's relaxed.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're not out there to be like,
I'm not out there to make anybody look bad.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Do you think we all, City Hall, everywhere, we all just need to kind of try to lighten the hell up?
We need some civility.
We just need to, come on.
Like Michael just said, we're all neighbors. We're all connected. We have a
Right.
deep history.
Right.
We need to remember that.
But we
and
need to
return
have
civility.
We need to lighten up, man. I mean,
Yeah.
just
Absolutely.
have some fun.
Right.
Like I want to say to you, and I say this in fun. Tell Mackenzie that I'm pissed that he's coming on the Barrie Beat podcast. I mean, I've been inviting him for a year. He's been blowing me off. But he comes on the Barrie Beat.
Probably replied, and it's somewhere buried in JD's email.
Oh, whatever,
okay.
Raylene.
Wow.
So
Whatever.
I've talked to Steve, and he's perfectly fine with coming on.
Yeah, but he's coming on your show before mine.
Well,
What's that all about?
when you got,
So,
when you got
do you
the
want to know
connections-
why? Do you want to know why?
I'm
I'll tell you
pissed.
why. Because I've known Steve for 12 years.
Oh, so it's like an inside thing then.
Michael, what the truth
whatever.
is, the truth of the matter is, Michael told him not to come on your show, to come on ours.
That
first.
is true. That is
If we're gonna be honest, Michael said, "Don't go on JD's show. Come on ours first, then go on
Yes.
JD's
that's
show."
not-
Not
elevated
only
my blood pressure.
Not only do you not go on Aired Out Show, I want you to come on the Barry Beat
First.
twice
Oh,
before,
double dip.
just to let JD know that I have the connections.
When is
Wow.
when is Mackenzie hanging up his hat here?
July.
July.
July. Okay. And then what the hell is he going to do?
He's gonna be like
Run for
super
city
ex-
council?
I've already asked him to.
I think he's gonna enjoy life,
He's gonna retire, and he's
enjoy the grandkids.
yeah, and
You think
he has a
you
wonderful
think he'll
wife.
like shave his head and change his name and move?
Boy, you really don't know Steve, do you?
No,
No, you got to get him on the Aired Out podcast.
when is he coming on? Barry Beat.
He's coming on Monday. This Monday.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's going to have a freaking blast. Straight up.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I love. So let me just tell you, I absolutely love Steve. Working with him for the last 12 years.
Yeah.
It is so sad to see him go.
Sure.
He has. We didn't start out on a good foot originally, because I was, brand new city councilor, a pain in the rectal cavity, and and there's some funny stories that I have, and I won't go into them, but I will go into them. So there was one time.
There's the top
There
again.
was one time.
One time
I was
at band
being
camp.
one time at band camp. One time after city council complaining about us purchasing cars that were like more expensive from a local dealer. Don't even judge me, folks. It was when I was younger.
How can we
and-
not judge a man who's
know.
driving a fluorescent green Jeep?
Good point.
That Jeep
It's a good
is
point.
amazing. Anyway, so I sent him an email complaining about it and asking him for information, and he clicked replied all on an email, and in one of the emails prior he had made a little bit of a comment about me, and to this day I still bring it up as being funny, and I mean I probably didn't find it very funny at the time.
You going to talk about this on Monday night?
Maybe I will.
He probably will.
Maybe
Rich,
I
make
will.
sure of it.
I-
He'll bring it.
But
All right.
but over that time, it's like you create the relationship, and it's funny because he was raised in Berry City. He lived up on College Street, grew up there. He's lived on Maple Grove Ave. Is it Maple Grove? I don't know. You can look it up. But it's up on the hill there in Ward 2 for
Right by the
ever.
entrance of the cow pasture.
Yeah, and it's his story. I love his story, and we talk about the connections. His wife's brother, I think, is a Tate. I think their last name was Tatro, but I'm not positive. But my mom went to school with him. Anyway, you're looking at me funny.
Well, because
Okay.
people are calling you right now saying, shut the hell up and let Rich speak.
That
What are
is
you talking
probably
about?
true. That is probably true.
I'm just gonna sum it all up. I'm gonna
Yeah.
cut Michael off.
Would you?
Yeah. I don't know.
Seriously,
I don't.
you need
Maybe
to
the
bring-
coffee's
you
hit
need
him
to bring a
tonight, this
sharp
morning. I don't
object.
know what is happening.
You need
over
to have
here.
a sharp
be
object in your hand.
What Michael's getting at in a long-winded, roundabout way.
Yeah.
Steve is a treasure and an asset for our city.
Absolutely.
He knows the history of Barry, both socially, financially, anything you can think of, any question you have, Steve is the go-to.
Yeah.
He is somebody that will never say no. He'll take on everything on his plate, and
Yeah.
he will give you his support and
Yeah.
backing with everything that he does.
Yeah.
And he is an asset and a treasure to our city. And
Yeah.
we have been lucky to have him and his public service
time.
through the years.
Yeah.
And I'll one more follow up, and I posted on my page a couple weeks, a month or so ago, this one picture of the man sitting there and wrapping gifts for Christmas for kids, and just plugging away at it, and it embodies who he is, which is someone that will just sit there and work and he'll take the hits.
And work tirelessly.
And work, yeah. I mean, the guy is like working weekends. The guy works nights. I mean, it's nothing for me to get an email at 10 o'clock at night from Steve McKenzie. And, you know, that, and I'm sorry.
And a dude who really, truly doesn't want or need any recognition.
Nope.
No.
Doesn't want it at all. Doesn't want anything.
He doesn't want it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's just he's such a humble dude.
Yeah.
So
He's selfless.
So what the hell are we going to do? I mean, who's going to fill the shoes here? I mean,
That's a good question. That's something.
That's not for me.
it's something. It's
It's
something.
being worked on.
Listen
It's
to the Barry
process.
Beat, and you'll have some reflection
So,
on that.
do you want my personal opinion?
I think, honestly, that your personal opinion on this should be saved for Monday night. I feel that way. I know
You're
you've
you're just trying to make things go quicker because we're 45 minutes into
no,
it.
dude. I'm teasing your show.
What
I'm saying is, I think you should save that for the Barry Beat. I'm posing the question: who the hell is going to fill these shoes? It's a tall order. Come on,
It is.
we all know that.
It's a big role to fill.
Whoever's going to be filling that role, they better have their game on, man.
Yeah, there's going to be some difficulty doing it, right? Because the person has to move to Berry City, they have to live in the city. They, you know, they're. I guess. I mean, I'm not part of the manager search committee, so that's this guy over here, and I look at it. I'm a person that thinks that we should probably go and find somebody that may not have all the manager experience for an 8,500 size community. I think that we should. I would love to see some people in City Hall take that position, but
Michael's a purist.
I am.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
So
Can you please explain that to me?
We
I will later.
We talked a little bit about Steve McKenzie. Hopefully, he'll watch this podcast.
He does not.
He doesn't use Facebook.
He doesn't use Facebook. The man is like amazing. He stays out of that crap.
Okay.
And he stays out of the political stuff too.
He is
like
Yep. 100%.
like when you talk to him about political stuff, he just like
Where does he live in? Like an underground bunker?
he tries to. I think he tries to do that. He does not
focuses
want
his
to
energy on
get
this city.
right. He does not want to get caught up in any of that stuff. And it's really frustrating when people drag him into it.
Yeah.
And it makes me angry.
Yeah.
And it makes a lot of people angry because the man is a treasure to our city.
Yeah.
And everybody in City Hall is a treasure to our city, and we should respect our City Hall members. But
Before we wrap up,
thankless job.
I have to ask
we're
you
not
guys.
wrapping up. It's only 45 minutes.
Well, I got an appointment that I got to be at 10:30 this morning at the bank. I'm not going to be late because of you two hooligans.
There's the hooligans again.
What I'm
At least we're not soccer.
what I
hooligans.
wanted to ask you
Please
is
hit him with that gun again.
the Nerf gun.
Yes.
Yeah, she's always firing it at me.
Oh!
Look at that! And she's got a bag of like 70
I saw
Nerf
that
bullets
I
over
feel
there.
like I need to get her a bigger gun.
Please
single
don't.
shots?
Please don't. What I want to ask you guys is, what was it like the first time you had the man, the myth, the legend on the Barry Beat, Tom Lozon? That's an experience. that's a completely different experience having
is.
that guy on.
Talk about a professional.
Yeah. He's definitely good. It's funny.
You guys love that show. You love that show.
I do. There's no doubt I like Tom Lozon, right? And I think that he's done an amazing job for Berry City, and I know that there's, we talk about raising our grand list like it's something that can be magically done, but it takes hard work of and hard work of putting up a city place, putting up getting the
big
Reynolds
David,
house,
yeah.
renovating the Reynolds house. And it's really interesting. Like, I will say this, if anybody does any policy changes this year or next year and then says, oh, well, we got a huge grand list increase like in 2-3 years, I'll be pissed because I know where that grand list increase came from. It came from Blanchard Block coming off the tax stabilization, and it came off the City Place stabilization. That's coming in the next couple of years, and that is something that took 10 years to build. And and I know that a lot of people say that again, winding me up.
The top. What was that 10:30 appointment? This is why.
Yeah, I don't care
This
about
is
this
why.
10:30. I don't care.
This is why he started wrapping us up.
Yes, I know. You have to
Blowing
start
through all the stop signs you're giving.
Yeah, I know. It is, but it's true. Previous city councils have busted their rump to get things done, and Tom is he is the cheerleader in chief when it comes to that, and he will bust his rump to get things done in Berry City, and he does an amazing job.
Whether he's got an office or not, whether he's no matter what.
No, exactly. I mean, when he was Lucas Mayer? No, he was. Tom, okay, never mind.
What Michael's getting at is that the foundation was set years ago.
Yeah.
And Tom was a key part of building that foundation and setting the foundation so that we could move forward.
Longest running mayor in Berry City.
Right, absolutely. And if we hadn't have had those steps that Tom helped create and shepherd us into, where would we be right now?
Be screwed.
We'd be in a bigger hole than we're in now.
Of course.
When there'd be no light at the end of the tunnel.
Right. And even though I have that relationship with Tom, when I sent out the invite to his opponent, and it would have been just as friendly as it was with Tom. And it's not like I was very nice to Tom. I asked questions that...
Well, you even pointed out on Monday night that you and Tom have disagreed on things before. And
absolutely.
And you guys had a laugh over it. I mean, come on. That's what we need to do.
Exactly. I remember at one point somebody sent me an email. This was years and years ago. Glad somebody's standing up to Tom.
We can agree to disagree, and that's what it all comes down to.
Right. And that's exactly. And there's
maybe the biggest takeaway from having Lausanne on your show was that we can agree to disagree.
Yeah. Right, exactly. And to get back to our show and how we're doing fair, I mean, we asked him, I thought was a tough question about, the conflict of interest that he has, and he had a great answer for it.
Right,
and
right.
I'm very thankful that he came on. I'm also very thankful that Michael Deering and Erica Reel came on, and I'm thankful for the school board members that are going to be coming on. Teddy came on, and he loved it.
We've had a wide range of perspective
with
our guests on the show, and it's been amazing.
Carol Dawes is not going to be running next year after this election.
This is her last term.
When is she going to be on the Berry beat?
That's a good question. I don't know that Carol would want to, but it's a good question.
She would not come on in her current position. She would not come in her.
That's
so
fine.
I'll say this about Carol. She is by the book.
I know.
She does not play any games.
I know.
It's not
another non-political person that works
no
tirelessly.
kidding.
Yes.
And knows the ins and outs of everything.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you what pisses me off. Shannon Alexander never. No, seriously, never comes in here. But when you guys are coming on my show, Shannon Alexander shows up with a camera. Because Rich and Michael are on the show. I got to go over there.
You think I'm going to come in now?
Yeah. Well, torpedoed that one, didn't you?
It's because we're the talk of the town.
You guys are, man.
Although we're not in the talk
of
the town. And I may or may not have said something about how we should be in the talk of the town.
So would it be fair to say that both of you hooligans have become addicted to podcasting? Is this?
That's a fair statement. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I told you. I told you this might happen.
It's a lot of fun.
It is. It's very enjoyable.
It's incredible, and the connectivity that you have with your community. I mean, come on, we're the only game in town here. I mean, that's doing this,
and it is pretty amazing on a live podcast to see the comments come in and be able to interact with people on that.
And hundreds of people are watching you guys and engaging with what you're saying, agree or disagree.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. Okay, this isn't about making friends and fans. This is about people engaging with you. And there's more and more people that are doing that with you every single week.
Well, and that's more people that know what's going on in this city on an everyday basis.
Absolutely.
That may not have known about it otherwise.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
That's what's important.
that is what's important. And, we talk about, our goals, and our goal is to get information out there, to have the conversations,
Right.
Community engagement.
Community engagement.
That's what
I
it's
mean,
about. That's it.
how what kind of representative would I be if I didn't? And I know that I don't have a personal page. I don't have a personal campaign page, and that's just because I have no interest in having a page dedicated to me. I started one, and it just sits there with my Facebook / Michael Allen Boutin, and
Right.
nobody can access it. 'Cause
Now everybody knows about it.
they know about it, but there's nothing on there. And
When you guys launched the Barry Beat podcast, I envisioned in my mind that night Steve McKenzie at home alone doing this.
He probably does that. Yeah.
Shit!
It's probably what he does every time he gets an email from one of the two of us.
How
Yes.
am I going to stop that train?
yes,
Has he been? Has he been? I hope he didn't get chest pains when he found out
He had
that
a
you guys were going to do
knee
this.
replacement or knee surgery. I don't know if that's related to.
Was
he
he- was he
probably
re-
fell over when he heard about it? Just kidding.
Was he
Just kidding.
receptive? Did he like the idea, or was
so this is what's interesting. If you told him that you wanted him to come on the Aired Out podcast,
I did.
He would say
listen-
no. We know that.
No,
Yeah, several times.
Yeah, but if you told him to come on the Aired Out podcast to present the budget,
Yeah.
he would be on tomorrow.
Aha.
That's true.
Oh, that's
So
the trick.
I know the tricks of the trade.
You got to know the strings, JD.
Right. 'Cause-
See, here's the difference between us. I could give a shit about that. What I care about is the man behind Steve McKenzie.
Right.
Where is he from? Where did he grow up? What did he do? What does he like to do on the weekends? I like to know
Absolutely.
all of that shit.
Yeah.
Rather than the numbers and the percentages and all that.
What you do is you lure him in with the budget.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
You should have done that. You say, "Oh, we want to talk like 2 hours about the budget. Can
Yeah.
you come in and present? Give me a couple slides, and then just do like 15 minutes of the budget, and then say,
then what do you like
Start-
for breakfast?
Start out
exactly.
sweet. Start out sweet, then bring the heat.
Yes.
What are you watching, Steve?
Start out sweet, then
On
bring the
Netflix.
heat, JD. Yep.
What are you binge watching on
Yes.
Netflix?
I
right
don't
now?
think he has Netflix.
I would say probably that wouldn't work. Yeah.
I would
I would agree with
imagine he
Michael,
does
yeah.
not have Netflix.
I would as well.
Today is National Giving Hearts Day, and Amber has already delivered the goods.
We'll have to share that picture.
That's what I'm leading up to. Can we share that picture?
Absolutely.
Sure.
All right.
Of course.
We don't want to lead on any other details of what happened or anything, but we're just going to say.
Or you mean when we wanted to get a picture of us in front of the Barry Beat doing that, Mr. Morey like scarfed down his heart donut?
delicious. What can I say? It was delicious.
When I can moderate, which is surprising, mind you.
I was hungry. You put food in front of my face. I haven't eaten. What do you think's going to happen?
You know what really pisses me off?
What really grinds your gears?
Would really.
Yeah.
So you know what's really funny is that
Does he own
you
that?
make
Does
that
he have
comment.
a-
You make
I don't
that
know.
comment.
Look, I
but
started a tangent. Here we
you
go.
make that comment, but probably half of the audience has no idea what you're talking about.
That's a Simpsons reference for everybody.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh boy, here we go.
It is. JD, is that a Simpsons reference?
No, it's not. It's a Family Guy.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Thank
That is
you.
correct. I am
Oh.
wrong. I am wrong.
It's not
Yeah.
your bad, Rich. It's our bad.
That's my mistake. I should have known
Terrible.
that. Yeah.
Please,
Okay.
in
Peter
the
Griffin,
comments.
see?
Yes.
Peter Griffin. I know.
Wow. Oh, you know his name.
Coffee's kicking in. Cut him off. How do you turn his mic off? Can I unplug it?
Listen, the Barry Beat podcast, Barry City Community
Fan page.
fan page.
Yeah, and the reason why we named it that
Phonetics,
is because we wanted to distinguish ourselves from the official official page for Berry City.
Okay.
Yes.
That was a huge contentious issue between Steve and I.
How many followers do we have now?
2,563.
That's
just a
not
guess.
enough.
It's
Not
just a
enough.
guess.
It's not enough. You're right. There needs to be more.
There needs to be 8,500.
I want.
Dude, there's over 8,000 people. Come on, people.
Yeah, there should
check
be
it out.
8,500. If you are not of. And by the way, it's Facebook.com/Berry City. I got that.
Yeah, you
because
did.
I had some foreknowledge.
So
about
all you
Facebook.
have to do is go over to the page and click.
The Facebook.
The Facebook.
Oh,
I did
please
not have the
don't.
foreknowledge to get
Don't say.
Facebook.com/Berry Beat
We
or
got-
the Berry Beat.
We got a genius over here. He had foreknowledge about Facebook. Can you
Yes.
believe that?
Oh my God. He doesn't. Rich. He doesn't say the Facebook, does he?
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
The Facebook,
Michael.
the Google,
Michael.
No, I don't.
the Instagram.
You keep saying.
Ask him about Instagram,
Okay,
JD.
Instagram,
Ask him about
yes.
Instagram.
I
you want to
have-
see the top get going?
I have
He
no.
can't figure out Instagram.
I can't.
You post a picture. I don't know what there is to figure out.
I can't.
You don't even have to do anything. You just post a picture, and he can't figure it out.
Sitting there on my phone trying to create a business type profile. And finally, Tracy, who I was calling because
Tracy
she
Lewis.
knows, Tracy Lewis, she knows all this stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, use your phone. And I'm like,
He's telling me to log on and look at the page he created, and there's nothing there. I thought I created it.
Rich.
Yeah.
There is one concern that I have about the two of you two working together.
Only one?
Well, there's one big one
Oh, boy.
that's a huge concern of mine, working together on the Berry Beat. I'm waiting for there to be a discussion between the two of you of something that
It's a lot of
that
foreshadowing.
Michael is going to be soon proposing to City Council. Hasn't done it yet, but it's coming. The Vermont Crocs Day,
Oh, God.
where
yes.
we all celebrate those
We don't all celebrate.
Thank you, Raylene.
that wear Crocs.
Have you ever owned a pair of Crocs?
Somebody told me that people don't like it when we have inside jokes on our podcast. I don't remember
This
who
is
that
not-
was.
this is not
It
an
is an
inside
inside joke because nobody
No.
knows what the two of you were talking about except for Raylene and I. So the four of us are the only ones that have any knowledge.
Well, Shannon Alexander knows what we're talking about now.
No, but what the two of them are getting at with me is that I told them privately that I've never owned a pair of Crocs. I've never worn a pair of Crocs, and I thought that they both were going to take their Crocs off and beat me with them inside the studio.
Well, you're
should
disappointing
have.
me. You're disappointing me, Rich.
It was really something. I felt intimidated by these two with their Crocs on. It was like a Croc gang over
we
here.
should have hit him with them.
Luckily, they're foam, and it wouldn't have hurt.
I know.
I'm about
That's
to
the
throw
only problem.
one of mine. So you're in the Renita Marshall.
I'm in the
camp.
group of I've never worn
Yes.
Crocs, never tried them on.
He unfortunately
Probably never
is.
going to wear Crocs
But this
ever
is
in my life.
Michael. This is a divisive thing. I mean,
It is.
You're
You know
either
what?
pro
I
Croc.
am so sick of you people out there
Thank you.
that are anti-Croc. Let me tell you something. You have no right. No right. You have no idea how comfortable they are. They
Until
are
you
amazing.
wear them.
And not only are they amazing during the summer, you can buy fuzzy Crocs. And I have had fuzzy Crocs.
And
And let me tell you, those
but-
are warm,
But here's
fuzzy,
the real question:
and comfortable.
Do you guys wear them in sport mode or all-terrain mode?
There's multiple options that you
I
can
know
have.
there is. That's why I'm asking. Do you put the strap
I've been-
forward or backwards?
Rich.
I personally have been to a Croc store. Have you ever been to a Croc store?
I didn't even know there was such a thing as a Croc
There's a
store.
Croc
If you had
store.
said Croc store, I would have thought they
There's
sold crocodiles.
multiple.
Rich, not only
There are
you have,
multiple Croc
you have
stores.
multiple options of wearing them, but Rich, you have multiple colors. Rich, you can pick any color of the rainbow.
That's
Okay.
not doing anything for it.
Your
Doesn't move the
favorite-
needle. Doesn't move the needle. I don't know what's happening here.
But listen, and I'm proud to say it, and so is Michael. We wear them with socks, and we're comfortable. Damn it!
Socks with Crocs.
Socks with Crocs.
I
We're
feel like you
comfortable.
two are going to write a song here. It's like the beginning of a song. Socks with Crocs.
Rich, at our age, it's not about
Our
how you
age.
look, bud.
Our
It's
age.
about comfort.
I think some people might disagree on that.
So-
let me see the buttons you've put on yours,
It's
though, JD.
about
Did you show
comfort.
off the buttons that
I
you
don't
have?
any buttons on my? I draw
Yeah.
the line. That's getting a little.
Oh, so
okay.
that's the line is the
That's-
buttons on the Crocs.
That's that's going over the.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do the buttons.
So I would disagree on that. I want a Crocs with some buttons of unicorns. I'm not going to lie.
How much
So-
money? How much money? How much before we close out?
Where
How
did
much?
Hold, you cannot
Am I
close out.
still
I
on
have
aired
something.
out? What's
how much
happening
money?
here?
How much money did you pay Shannon Alexander to come here today and shoot pictures of you? You know,
I haven't paid her any money yet.
because I think
She's probably going to leave if you keep talking about Crocs, though.
90% of the
One more time.
90% of the.
Leaving too.
Well, no, the audience should not leave because I have something special here for Rich.
Oh boy.
And so my niece, if you guys don't know, and I've talked about her, and I just absolutely love her, Alicia Rebuffchuk. She is the one that did the blow up to glow up.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
her and Shannon Alexander. Thank you so very much for taking those pictures. They were beautiful.
Yeah, 90% of which were you
Amazing.
guys. 90% of which were you guys.
No, he meant at the
No,
glow up to
no,
glow
no.
up.
At the blow up to glow up.
Oh,
She
okay.
did some pictures down there of that. So my niece, I had conspired with her to have her possibly come down and embarrass Rich, but unfortunately she was unavailable to do so. However, I do want to pass this on over to Rich for him to open up. And
Does he know about this?
No, I don't.
he does not know.
I know what this is.
If it's a pair of Crocs, I'm just going to leave. Just to be fair.
You're going to pull the
To be
lapel
quite
off.
honest,
and
I don't
walk
know
out?
what it is at this moment in time because I'm afraid that I may have ordered a couple things from Amazon. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a unicorn costume.
So my niece wants to formally invite you to do blow up to glow up this year. So the question for Mr. Morey, will he or will he not put on
We're live,
that?
dude. We're live, Rich.
Oh,
everybody
and you
see
know
it?
what? This is the reason why it's important to be live and to have these hard questions.
This is a hard one.
Boy, here's the
'Cause
here's the real question. If anybody's watching this that knows me, I'd be curious to see what they think the answer is because, obviously I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I mean,
you have to
if
do
we
it.
had more time today, if you hadn't gone down every rabbit hole for the last 32 minutes
Thank
talking,
you.
I probably would have put it on right now on
Right.
the air. But
Yes.
JD's
So-
appointment at 10:30 that you've already
There's
blown
always
through
time.
the 10 stop
Oh,
signs.
I'm
he's
sorry.
giving you
I'm
about
so
it.
sorry. That's right.
Barry beat. Monday
Just means
night.
we have to come
Monday
back.
night, 7 p.m., but this Sunday at 4 p.m. But so yes, so you're in, you're all in for blow up to glow up.
Member of the
I'm all
club.
in.
Officially. Look at this. Shannon's taking pictures.
Absolutely.
Shannon, get these on. Get these pictures on. I want to see these. This is great.
My niece is very happy. I don't know if she's watching, but she's very happy right now to have Mr. Morey.
I'm all about it. I'll show up.
Dude,
Anybody wants me to show up wearing this somewhere? Invite me now. I'll show up wearing it.
nieces around
On
the
record.
world are happy
Yes.
by this news.
Blow up to glow up.
I can't wait for you guys to come on the air next. Monday night.
Monday.
To Sunday night or Sunday 4 p.m. for Melissa Boutin and Terry Real
Right here.
right here.
And then,
board.
then how many more? Are you going to be doing 2 shows a
we're
week here? For?
we're booking out and we're not going to book out, meaning we're not going to have time. We're going to make time. And I've already worked with Raylene. When Rich isn't available, she's going to fill in for Rich. I'm committed to getting the information out there because I fully believe to have a good democracy, you should know what your candidates believe, and anyone that does not allow you to do that is not it's not
Open
acceptable.
dialogue.
Sure.
Open
Open
dialogue.
dialogue.
Absolutely.
You know, Raylene, maybe at some point after March 1st, I might actually get invited on the Barry Beat. I don't know. I have to check the mailbox.
Depends on how our schedule looks.
We're really
and who you know.
really busy, JD. I mean, we're kind of like scheduled out. We're really sorry. We'll try. We'll talk.
Actually,
I'll have
in
my
all-
people talk to your.
In all fairness,
Yeah.
Raylene was on the Barry Beat already.
God, you know, this.
In
is,
all
this-
fairness.
this hurts. So we got Raylene, we got Steve McKenzie. Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. No,
Yes.
when was?
We did a show together.
Oh, we did a show together. It wasn't technically the Barry
Yeah.
Beat, but we
No,
did a
that
show
was
with
aired out.
Raylene
Whatever.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that was aired out.
Yeah.
But we will.
Hey,
have
look, we
Raylene
got
on
we got
before
down
you.
to the bottom of the list, and here we are with you.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much
you.
for coming
Thank
on,
you.
man. We love you to pieces, and Good luck with the Barry Beat podcast. Not that you need it. You guys are already crushing it. You're doing so well. Our sponsors here at Aired Out, the Cornerstone Restaurant. We have Emsley's Florists and Gifts. They were in here yesterday talking about Valentine's Day. Giroux General Transport. Yes, I'm wearing the hat, and I love it. Fontaine Forestry and Millworks, Green Mountain Mulch, Fecto Homes, Salvador and Babbitt, the Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce. These are all presenting sponsors. Barry Area Development, you guys need to have Cody Morrison on at some point soon. FGB Theaters, Gustos, CW Creative, Vermont Custom Woodworking, ASB Financial, the Barry Montpelier Times Argus, Donnybrook Fight Promotions, Wood Doodles, Wright Electric, Gauthier's Quality Grounds and Maintenance, Preston's Kia, Granite City MMA, and Barslow Construction. We'll see you again very soon. We're just about 34 degrees, mostly cloudy right now in Barry. Have a great day, and be good to one another.